You ever feel like you're just drowning in financial news, but you're still thirsty for some real insight? Well, that's the exact problem we're going to dig into today with a tool called ClaritX. It's an AI-powered platform for market research, and it claims to have a way to cut through all that noise. So let's take a look.
And the whole thing starts with this question, which I'm betting hits home for a lot of you. Are you just drowning in market data? I mean, seriously, think about it. Every single day, you're getting hit with this tsunami of information. Analyst reports, breaking news, Twitter threads, so-called expert opinions. It's just a constant battle for your attention, and honestly, it's completely overwhelming.
And Disco right here, it just nails it. The game has totally changed. It's not about finding data anymore. I mean, that's the easy part, right? The real challenge, the thing that separates successful investors from, well, everyone else, is making sense of it. It's about turning all that raw data into something you can actually use. And this all brings us to what you could call the modern investor's dilemma. It's this very specific set of problems that comes with trying to invest in our digital age. So let's break that down. You know the feeling. You're getting bombarded by hype. You're staring at these spreadsheets filled with complicated financial jargon. You're getting hot tips from your cousin and some random guy on the internet. And somewhere in the middle of all that chaos, you're supposed to find the one or two little bits of information, the signal, that actually matters. It's not just hard, it's exhausting.
So how in the world do you cut through it all? Well, this is where the whole idea of using artificial intelligence comes into play. The goal is to bring some desperately needed clarity to all that chaos.
So here it is, ClaritX. As you can see, it's got a pretty clean look. But what's it actually do? Well, it has two main jobs. First, it uses AI to go a deep dive on individual stocks, giving you a really thorough analysis. And second, it has a portfolio simulator, which lets you see how your big investment ideas might actually play out, all without risking a single dime. The whole mission is simple, but it's really powerful. Clarity before you invest. See, this isn't about giving you hot tips. It's about arming you with the information you need to make your own decisions, with your eyes wide open, before you put your hard-earned money out there. So how does it do that? How does it deliver on that promise? Well, the heart of the platform is something they call the 9-perspective analysis. So let's pull back the curtain and see what that's all about. What's the magic number here? It's 9. Yep, 9. So you can forget those old stock screeners that just look at one or two metrics. ClaritX analyzes every single stock from 9 completely different angles. And here they are, the 9 perspectives. You've got your classics, like financials and analyst views. But then you get these really modern and frankly more insightful metrics, like news sentiment and market buzz. The whole idea is to give you a complete 360-degree view of a company, not just a tiny snapshot. Let's just zoom in on a few of these, because this is where it gets interesting. Market buzz. What's that? It's basically tracking social media. What are real people actually saying about this company? Then you've got insider activity. This one is huge. It literally shows you if the people who know the most about the company, its own executives, are buying or selling shares. And finally, there's the AI signal, which tries to pull everything together into one simple summary. When you put it all together, it's pretty incredible. It's kind of like having your own team of expert analysts working for you around the clock. You've got your financial guru, your social media whiz, your data scientist. You get the picture. By looking at a stock from all these different angles, you're way more likely to spot opportunities and risks that pretty much everyone else is going to miss. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about the second big feature, which is the portfolio simulator. And this is such a critical point that so many people forget. Investing isn't just some stock picking contest. It's about building a portfolio, a whole team of investments that work together to help you reach your goals. It's about the bigger picture, the strategy. And that's exactly where this simulator comes in. Think of it like a sandbox for your investment ideas. You can build different portfolios, test them out, see how they might hold up in different markets, and you get to learn from your mistakes, all without any real-world risk. And the process couldn't be simpler. First, you answer a few quick questions about your goals, what kind of risk you're comfortable with. Then, based on your answers, the system builds a hypothetical portfolio for you to play around with. The real benefit here is getting a much clearer picture of your potential risk and how diversified or not your ideas are.
All right, this brings us to a really important final section. We have to be crystal clear about what this tool is and what it is not.
Okay, this is the fine print, but is probably the most important part. ClaritX is super clear about this. This is not investment advice. It is a tool for education and for information. It's not telling you what to buy or sell. It's giving you the data so you can make your own more informed decisions.
The best way to think about it is this. The tool isn't supposed to replace your own judgment. The whole point is to empower your own research by taking all this complicated data and organizing it in a way that actually makes sense.
So at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's a tool that's designed to help you slice right through that noise we were talking about at the very beginning. It's all about giving you the clarity you need to make smarter choices.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. In a world that's only getting louder and more crowded with information, what could having that kind of real clarity, what could that truly mean for your financial future?
And that's ClaritX, a really interesting tool that's trying to tackle a very real problem for all of us investors out there. I hope you found this breakdown helpful. Thanks for tuning in.